In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, dear friends and fellows, we, the humans, are given a life. We are living. Some, even if we are given some 70 to 80 years of life, we perceive that this is a good amount of time. And we also think that I still have plenty of time to live, so I don't need to worry about my life. Although there is a lot of uncertainty in the life, uncertainty in the sense that anything could happen at any time, and we do see it often, dear friends. It is the talk of those days when quite a lot of explosions were happening there in Peshawar city, and Peshawar was considered as an unsafe city. The people were quite afraid. Many of the people migrated to other cities temporarily. One family shifted to Rawalpindi, where a very close relative of theirs was living, and started living with them at their house. This family was moving somewhere else in their car inside Pindi city, and a dumper truck fell over them. All were killed except one child. So that is the life. And those who didn't migrate during those days, very few of them, certain exceptional cases only, were killed in those explosions. The human being is living between the hopes and between the fears. All of us, all of us have certain fears. This might happen, that might happen, which I don't want to happen. So these are our fears. We do have our hopes as well. I shall be able to have this one, I shall be able to have that one. And my life will become better, I will be more happy during those times. That is what we think. Our life is there between the two of these, the fears and the hopes. So that family was afraid enough that they might be killed in Peshawar, and they migrated to Rawalpindi. They were certainly killed. Another such girl, such woman, she lived in Israel. She is the Jew, Israeli Jew. When something, when the situation there in Israel was temporarily slightly dangerous, there were certain explosions and attacks from the Palestinian side, from the Lebanese side. This lady migrated to London city. She started living there. Maybe with the view that as soon as the Israel become safe and they will migrate back, she will migrate back. Although it was quite safe according to our standard, but according to her standard and the Western standard and the Israeli standard, that was not safe in those days. She migrated to London and started living there. Within days, she was killed in an accident. So that is life. We poor people want to live longer, and if at all somebody is in the 20s and the 30s, even the 40s, They think that I still have a lot of time to live here in this world, so I don't need to worry. Although we are afraid of death, we try to protect ourselves from the sudden death, but the death cannot be avoided. Unavoidable. Absolutely, absolutely unavoidable. We don't want our fears to come into place to get embodied, to materialize. But still we have fears. And obviously the prime fear is the death one. We still have certain hopes and we want all those have hopes to come true so that my life could become better. I will become more enjoyable. My life will become more enjoyable. I will be happier. Either it is a fear or it is a hope. In both of these cases, the probability of its happening is very low. Either it is a fear or it is an hope. In both of these cases, the probability of its happening is not very high. But one thing is very much sure. And that one thing is our death. No matter what a person does, she cannot avoid the death at all. Look at the case of Michael Jackson. People know that he wanted to live maybe for 1.5 century and maybe for 2 centuries. He was living like that. He was arranging everything else which was needed. Even he has made contact with the people who could donate him the kidneys and certain other organs. He had arranged the the people who could donate him their body organs, kidney from this person and that organ from that side and this organ from that. He had made a contact with several of the people. It is known and it is what we have heard. You might have heard it as well. People know it. But he died at the age of 50. He died a sudden death and he died at the age of 50. He wanted to live longer than anyone else in the world. He wanted to live longer than anyone else in the world. But he could live only 50 years. And there are other cases, Queen of UK as well. Look upon all other cases. No one else is here forever. Whether we live 10 to 20 years extra or we die younger, we die older, but we do have to die. If this be the case, I think that then we should do one thing. And that one thing is should start preparing for the life after death. Protection of our life, that is quite necessary. I'm not saying that we should start acting in an irresponsible manner, taking the risk unnecessarily. Not at all, not at all. I'm not suggesting anything like that at all. But there is a life after death as well. Read Quran. Quran contains so many of the scientific truths which was revealed some 1.5 millennium back, but the scientists are able to discover it now. These do exist, Quran. Read the translation of Quran and we will come to know that this is the book of the God. No human being can ever write it. Dear friends, we should prepare. Prophet of Allah, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that wise is the one who prepares for one's death. He didn't say that the wise or intelligent is the one who accumulates maximum amount of money in the shortest period of time. Or wise is the one who earns the biggest fame and the power in the shortest amount of time. He didn't say anything like that at all. But he did say, wise is the one who prepares for one's death. How can we do that? By obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by following Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Thank you. Jazakallah.